But now, let us look at ourselves. We learned about what we do. We've learned about God's graciousness. Now, some people will say, you know what, I've never committed lewdness. I've never lied. I've never done this. I've never done that. I'm pure. Do you know one of the things that God ate most in life? 1 Samuel chapter 15. 1 Samuel 15, I want somebody to read from verse 22. For you to know the things that God actually really, really, really detests.
But Samuel replied, Does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifice?
Read it again, ma.
But Samuel replied,
Yes.
Does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices?
Does God delight in burnt offering and sacrifice? Is it the ọpẹ́ ló ń jẹrẹ o? Ọpẹ́ ló ń jẹrẹ.
Ìjẹba, ìjẹ kọ́kọ́rẹ́ o, ọpẹ́ ló ń jẹrẹ.
If you bring a car for thanksgiving to God, who will use it? The church. If you bring a house for sacrifice to God, who will use it? The church. You bring 1 zillion to God, sacrifice, who will use it? The church. But what does God look at? It is your heart, your soul. What your thought is when you are bringing such sacrifices. What your actions were before bringing such sacrifices. That is what God is looking at.
As much as in obeying the Lord.
Yes.
To obey is better than sacrifice.
Can you look at somebody and say, obey?
Obey.
To obey is better than sacrifice. Do you know what many of us do? We want to disobey and then come with sacrifices. We always want to disobey and come with sacrifices. And many of us has believed so much in the sacrifices now that the sacrifices does not work again. You know, it's like somebody that use chloroquine to a moment. When it gets to a time, chloroquine will become nothing. I can give you an experience. I used to take coffee when I was at school. It got to a time I would take coffee. I mean, I'm talking about raw coffee. You know the coffee that they have in Nigeria. Open it, take Nescafe, take it, eat it, and I'll go to sleep. Because it's not working anymore. We misuse the opportunities that God has given to us. To the level that those opportunities don't even help again.
And to heed is better than the fat of rams.
To heed. You know, hearing is different from heeding. Everybody hears. But to heed means you are working in alignment to what you've heard.
Amen.
Many of us can hear. I know many people that can hear. You tell them something today, they say, okay, Pastor, okay, Ulusho. And then once they walk outside, it's like a breeze usually blow it away from their thinking. And then you will talk to them and be like, yes, Ulusho mo take bagbe.
For rebellion is like the sin of divination.
Rebellion is like a sin of what?
Divination.
Can you look at that? You know what divination is? You see? Rebellion is witchcraft. Now, if somebody is rebellious, you call them a witch or you call them a wizard, would they not fight you? But God is telling you here that rebellion is even possibly worse than witchcraft. Can you take another mic, please? Rebellion is what than witchcraft.
And arrogance like the devil of idolatry.
And arrogance is like the evil of idolatry. Now, you say, I didn't sleep with anybody's husband. I didn't sleep with anybody's wife. I'm only with my husband. But then you have what we call arrogance. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Now, do you know why Israel became worse than Sodom and Samaria now? They have rebellion in them because they are always rebellious against God. They are rebellious children like many of us now. We will know this is the right thing to do, but we will ask for excuses to do it the other way. We know this is the way to go, but we want to ask God, God, what if I go around like this and I still come back to that? At least it's the same thing. I'm still arriving at that location. No, if God says go right, even if you like turn around, go around all the 285s in this country to get there, it is still a waste. I pray that God help us in this.